Fucking look at that. We did all those steps, and now we're finally. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Did all those steps, and now it wants to let us go live. Okay, well we're live.
All
10
right.
minutes later, we did the same thing 100 times, and now it wants to let us go live. So there we go. I will put some stuff on Facebook. Give me a second here. I wonder if I can turn the microphone. Okay. Kind of curious how you heard over here.
Oh, you didn't plug that mic back in.
I did not. I wonder if it'll let me, but I switched sources. I wonder if that's why it wasn't working. I could also go over here and turn the volume up on the microphone. Check. Let's see, sound mixer. I'm just trying to wonder everything. Let's see. Settings. Check. 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 I see it's there, but we're not really getting a high level. So, hey, can you hear us, Lisa? How's everything sound? Get this up here. Yep, sounds good. Cool. Hey, Marty, what's going on? So we had some trouble errors, and I'm not really sure what happened because the only thing I did was unplug my microphone, and then it worked.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, since the last time we did a live stream on a computer, usually I do the Monday lives on my phone. Last time we did a live stream, YouTube has changed everything.
Mm-hmm.
So just give me a few seconds here so I can get these videos shared onto the Facebook, and we'll be good. Check out him and Baby Cakes 5. Let's drink. Post.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. So today we're drinking Bud Light, and we're going to do our best to kill all 12 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a whole 12 pack sitting right here under us.
I was starting to fall asleep.
Yeah, me too. I mean, we've been working on that for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's get this started.
All righty.
Cheers to you guys joining in.
Cheers.
Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. That helps us a lot.
I'm always in for a good glass of water.
So what are you guys out there drinking? You guys have any questions for us? Just going to hang out and drink with you guys, basically, is what we normally do.
Mm-hmm.
Get on some topics, usually about some rock and roll and some music, a little bit of movies, what's going on in our life, his manager. We usually do this for about an hour, right?
Yeah, it's about an hour.
Sometimes a little longer, depending on how feisty we get.
Yeah. Or whenever I start falling asleep.
all the above. So let me go ahead and share this in one more group, and we'll be good to go. I want to turn that off.
Yeah.
Power off. It's almost dead anyways.
Yeah.
Not drinking at the moment. I had to set an alarm to wake up for this. That's awesome. Well, we really appreciate you setting an alarm to wake up for this.
Yeah.
Chris can barely wake up by 6 in the evening.
Mm-hmm. And pick up corn.
And pick up corn.
Yeah. It's one of the staple food groups here.
Yeah, in the summertime, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We do our corn Wednesdays. We grill out every Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Today being a Saturday, we did grill out, but we grill out and have. He brings about 12 ears of corn for 3 people, so that's always a lot of corn.
Well, and Ben.
And Ben, yeah, my son Ben can eat. He's a chunker.
Yeah.
Sourdough bread, nice. I want to do some videos on that this winter. My wife makes a mean sourdough, and then we also have a really good sourdough pizza crust recipe. So we get into the whole sourdough thing and more fermenting and other fermented things and some pickling, and I want to do some more videos like that.
I had a girlfriend named Sourdough once.
She a bit yeasty.
She was. Yep. All right. We got to get back into form.
Yeah, we got to get back in the form. We kind of fell asleep trying to get this going.
Yeah. So,
it's water.
It is.
There's nothing special about it.
Yeah, it's water with, it's water.
We're going to do this, and then we have a couple more Bud Light videos we're going to do, and then the Tour de Bud Light will be over with.
Thank God.
But don't worry, it will be back because there's always bad Bud Light beers.
I don't think Budweiser makes a good beer.
No. Tour de Budweiser. You guys have any beers that you would like us to drink that are super shitty and would fit in on the Sunday category?
Yeah.
Oh man, my wallet is hurting my butt.
Let us know.
Let's see. I don't know what we have lined up in the. I mean, there's all kinds of malt liquors we still need to do. Let's see.
Is that Ed Hans?
Yeah, it's at Hans's one. Let's see. She's gonna hop. Oh no, that's a house party Saturday night. Yeah, we a local radio DJ is moving on to bigger and better things, and he's been doing this thing called the house party every Saturday night, where he does Total Request for like 20 years, and now he's going on to do something else in the Cleveland area. So tonight's his last night, so we'll probably stay up after this, and he always plays Maggot Brain at midnight. So and that's one of like my staples. Is I love Maggot Brain.
Yeah,
and it's really just a Cleveland thing. And it's completely way different than anything the Funkadelics have ever really done. I love some Mickeys.
Yeah, I like Mickey's too. I don't know.
That's what Lisa had sent her. She's the one who sent us the
Four Loco. She wanted us to do.
No.
She's the one that we did the Four Loco for.
No. That was Susie's happy hour or something like that. She sent the meats.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna try one of them here shortly. Well, not today, but in one of the future videos.
Okay.
I told her. She said she can't find Mickey's by her. I said I'd send her some.
Okay. Yeah, we have it all over the place.
Yeah, the hand grenades.
Little hand grenades.
Little wide mouth Mickeys.
Oh yeah, with the little I don't know if those are called anograms.
Oh, the riddles on the inside.
Yeah, there's a special name for
that. That would actually be a really fun live episode. Maybe we'll do some Mickeys and try and figure out the riddles on the inside.
Yeah,
and it's only on the 6-pack things.
Yeah. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine.
What a rip!
Oh shit!
You've never had Mickey's, huh? It's a malt liquor, but it's probably the best malt liquor out there.
Yeah, it's
drinkable, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's like the Kraken of malt liquor. That's my reference for vodka. Oh damn! He's winning.
I don't know if I know what that one. Peels? Piels?
I've never heard of it.
Either. I'll look for it. We're going to try that Soul probably soon. What was that other Mexican beer that just popped up around here?
Oh, is that crap that I bought the one night?
Yeah, it had that fancy foil top.
Yeah.
It was bad.
It was bad. Real bad.
Yeah, it was real bad.
I think I got cancer from it.
Yeah, people think it's kind of funny that our friends that we just drink shitty beer and we enjoy drinking shitty beer and trying to find the worst thing ever. We've kind of made a decent following in our show doing just finding crappy beers, and it was all on a whim. Do they make any of that more? Yeah, red, white. And blue too. Yeah, I remember when I first started this show. If you go back and watch the very first one, it was Pabst Blue Ribbon, and it was treated like a homebrew Wednesday, and I was like showing gardening stuff.
Mhm.
I drink PBR all the time. That's like our staple. That and like Busch Light.
Mhm.
If we're just gonna drink a bunch of beers and hang out.
Yeah. Unless Todd comes over and then we drink Miller Lite.
Right. And but it was on a whim. Like it was like, oh, everyone's doing these homebrew Wednesdays in the homebrew scene. So I was like, oh, I'll do ship beer Sundays, and for the weekly hangover, and kind of just stuck.
Branched out and
Got this guy.
got me. And
I had some people tell me I needed another person, and I figured he'd be a good associate. I'm kind of second guessing that.
well, my contract's up for renewal.
Cheers, Rex.
Cheers. I hope you're not related to Chris.
Oh, Rex Benoit, Chris Benoit.
Yeah,
Nice.
get it?
Yeah, that'd be bad.
He was one of my favorite wrestlers, though.
Really killed his whole family.
Well, all can't be perfect, I guess.
Jesus Christ. Featuring baby. Yeah, that's probably going to be in his contract. That every episode has to say featuring baby cakes.
Yeah. I'm kind of like the Ludacris of the Shit Beer Sunday show.
Buddha. I like Bud Light. Yeah, it's not bad.
It's just not our thing.
It's not my thing.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, all my friends drink it. Not all my friends, but it's everywhere we go. So if I'm out and about, I usually drink craft beer. If I'm at home drinking, I have homebrew. If I don't have homebrew, I'm usually drinking PBR or Busch Light. Those
You
are kind of
have
my
stuff from your birthday.
I still do have some of that keg from June. Yeah.
It was good stuff. I like
Yeah,
it.
that Holy Moses. That's good
Holy
stuff.
Moses.
Yeah, my go-to shitty beers are definitely Busch Light and PBR. There for a while, I was pretty hot on the Keystone, but
I would have to agree if I'm drinking. If I'm drinking with a bunch of friends, most of them drink more Miller Lite than they do Bud Light. So
yeah, he's pretty hot on the Miller Lite, but PBR is way cheaper, and it's made by Miller Lite,
yeah.
Miller Coors, so ain't much of a difference.
No. There's awkward silence going on here. I need more beer.
Yep, you got to catch up, son. Oh, look at that. Thresh Metal Homebrew. Barbecue and hobbies. Oh, shit. You're branching out. Oh. For those of you just joining in, we have a whole 12-pack of Bud Light, and we're going to finish it in an hour, which shouldn't be that much of a challenge. We're already down 2 in 13 minutes. Probably 3. Football season is upon us. Lots of peeing and belching. That is for sure.
Oh yeah, a little gas too.
What do you guys think about football season?
Yeah.
Who are you guys out there rooting for? I mean, he's obviously a Schittsburg Steelers fan. I'm a diehard Browns fan for whatever fucking reason. I know some of you guys are out in New England. Some of you guys are all over the place. Pats. There it is. Broncos. Nice.
I don't know. That's better than the whole Pats.
Who's the Broncos quarterback this year?
No, Brock Osweiler's not
No,
there.
they got the dude from. Is it Mike Glenn? No, it's not Mike Glennon, is it?
Oh.
No, they just paid one of the Vikings quarterbacks. He was one of the 3 Viking quarterbacks last year.
Oh. I don't
It was
remember.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
I think it was Mike Glennon and I don't know. I can't remember. Those 3 Viking quarterbacks, and they dropped them all and essentially just went all in on Kirk Cousins.
Drunken one just popped in.
Ooh, that's bad news, Bears.
Oh yeah.
When Drunken One gets in, you know it's a party.
Oh yeah.
Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. It really helps these live streams, and we really appreciate it. and keep on drinking.
I watched a couple of videos of his a while back. I haven't had time. I work 2 jobs, so I kind of don't have time to do a whole hell of a lot of stuff.
Case Keenum, that's who it is.
Yeah.
That's who it is.
I think he's one of the Wayans brothers.
I don't think he's one of the Wayans brothers.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
All right.
I haven't hung out with D.O. Last time I got drunk with D.O.
Wait, how do you say that?
Drunken one. D.O.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Holy diver!
It's a rainbow in the dark. Let me bust out my keytar.
But last time we got drunk on a live stream with D.O., it got kind of wild there with Craig.
Oh, yeah.
We had a good time. I was over there doing an all grain brew, and I figured I'd hop in. Next thing I know, I have a 4-hour live stream on my hands.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I wasn't even here.
Yep, you sure weren't.
It would have got even worse. Yep.
Yeah, this is this is our first live stream since October.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Gotta get back in the flow of it.
We keep promising, well, this guy's having another kid. You know, it's what he does. He has kids. I was like, put that thing away. Whips that thing out. I might get pregnant. God.
Probably pregnant to sit next to me.
I know. Let's make some money off this shit.
Man, baby.
I just shit out a beautiful brown baby boy.
A little Asian.
Wang Lo.
A little Asian named Wang Lo.
I need somebody that's good at math. So
Little baby Wang Lo cakes.
Wang Lo cakes.
He looks like the mailman. Goddamn right.
Yeah.
What are you guys drinking?
Yeah.
Let us know what you're drinking out there, and also if you have any Ship Your Sunday recommendations.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of shitty beers in New England.
I'm not sure I got that joke.
Oh, I was just a little, you know.
You just hate the Pats.
I do. Sorry, Lisa. I'm a Steelers fan. They've knocked us out of the playoffs a couple years in a row. Therefore, I don't like them.
Local craft, drinking some Amarillo homebrew.
All right. All
Dig
right.
it. I just brewed a smash last week.
I drank an armadillo once.
And he was pregnant. Yeah, I can understand your pain. Yeah. Yeah, try being a Browns fan. We won one game in 2 years.
That's like being in stage 4 cancer for 25 years.
You wonder why my wife's always pregnant. I got to find some sort of joy in life. Nice. 10 gallons. I can dig that.
That's a lot of beer.
Not enough.
Not enough for us.
I did a smash. Oh, I wish I had time to record the video. I did it with the my Cascades. I ended up with about 10 ounces of Cascades, and I wet hopped it as well. I think it's going to be really good. I'm just so bad at trying to do that this late. My wife's pregnancy, it's just like impossible for me to do any videos.
Yeah, I was laying at home in bed one night, and I kind of dry hopped something.
Dry rub, dry hop. That's all the same. Yeah, I have some hollow towers out there that are just starting. I probably won't harvest this year. And I have some nugget hops that are going to I'll probably get a pound out of. And all those are in their second year, so next year should be the huge year for all those hops.
We should make a beer with Aunt Jemima in it.
Aunt Jemima.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think I got a bunch of nettle out there. I'm going to make a nettle beer.
All right. With Aunt Jemima?
Sure. This winter I plan on growing, well, this fall, I plan on growing my own base malt barley at my brother-in-law's farm. Kind of talked to him. He said it's cool. So I'm pretty excited for that. I've never brewed. What would you recommend for a rookie? Start with an extract kit, and don't really, if you have a, well, you're already fermenting. I think you're only doing 1 gallon batches of mead, maybe more. But if you have like a sanitized bucket, just kind of jump into it. There's nothing to be afraid of. Get yourself a $30 extract kit. It has all the instructions in there. If you can microwave a hot pocket, I mean, it's a little bit harder than microwaving a hot pocket, but it's extremely easy.
Ooh, cheesesteak.
If you want, I have a extract wheat beer, which would be probably one of the most basic. I can do a how to brew for beginners with extract video, and then I could use that. But yeah, there's extract kits. Brewer's Best makes some of the best ones.
Yeah, don't get that Mr. Beer.
Yeah, stay away from the Mr. Beer stuff. I mean, some guys go out there and get it, and I know it's turned a lot of people away. And as Brian has said, make sure you sanitize everything. But you doing mead, you understand that anything beer is so sensitive. You got to sanitize. Other than that, it's pretty easy. And don't be afraid. Just do it and experiment. Make 5 gallons and split it into 1 gallon secondaries and flavor it out. See what you like.
Yeah.
You know,
even though I like Kohl's, it's not a good place to buy home brewing kits.
Yeah, don't buy your home brew kits at Kohl's. No Mr. Beer. Yes, stay away from Mr. Beer. Don't let baby cakes masturbate in the fermenting room. Well, we're pretty much there. My basement's where I ferment, and that's where we're at. So if he starts doing it right now, I'm stuck. This is a wall. Call the cops, please. Yeah, just as long as you sanitize, start with an extract kit. That's what I did. I got 3 extract kits under my belt and then dove into all grain.
Oh, yeah. That's where it crashes.
Yeah, he crashes on. I have a couch right over here. This is where my man cave, or he'll crash upstairs on the couch in the living room.
Yeah. Last week I was making love to Castle Grayskull. It was crazy.
I do. I have a Castle Grayskull. If we can get up to, we'll say, 6 likes up there, I will bust my Castle Grayskull out right here. It's an original 80s Castle Grayskull. Let's see. Memory crashes. Don't shine the black light. Yeah, definitely don't shine the black light.
Does that work?
Yes. Your pants glow. It's odd.
Dude. No wonder my bedroom's like tie-dyed and shit. It's crazy.
It's like a weird glow-in-the-dark tie-dye.
Yeah.
Chris, get away from those black lights. Your pants look like a Jackson Pollock painting.
It's more like a Starry Night kind of thing.
Definitely Jackson Pollock.
All right. Well, I was thinking more like Andy Dick or no, Andy Warhol.
Andy Dick. That's a way off. Are you aware of who Jackson Pollock is? He's that guy who got really famous for just splattering paint on canvas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we could go back in time, I could do that.
A sizer, that'd be cool. I'm trying to think. Is a sizer?
What is the sizer?
It's a cider and a mead combined.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken.
That would be interesting. Very fruity.
Is it carbonated? That's the other thing I can't remember.
Is it as bad or worse than Clamato?
Nothing's as bad as Clamato. Actually, Brian, Thrash Metal Homebrew, likes Clamato.
Oh, I am sorry.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah. All right.
I think if I tried a real red beer, I think I would enjoy it more than a
Clamato.
Okay, maybe we'll find that one.
Spicy Clamato?
Well, there's a separate Clamato mix.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's not like a Budweiser other than the Budweiser one. Yeah, that Clamato was bad.
Yeah. It was like if I was going to drink carbonated soup, that's probably what I would drink.
Yeah, it was like carbonated chicken broth. It was disgusting.
Yeah. Like everything else Bud Light does, it's usually not that good.
But I could definitely see it helping with a hangover. I'm sure there's vitamins in there somewhere.
And minerals and nutrients.
There's so much bubbly in this beer.
Yeah.
It's like giving me a full stomach already.
Oh, man. I've got a hangover. We ain't even done yet.
I'm fully hydrated. Let's see. What else is going on? I haven't brewed. Well, I brewed last week. I want to try and get a mead. What else? I have a few ideas. I want to do some pickling videos on like refrigerator, like super easy pickling stuff. I want to do some basic homebrew stuff, some more how-tos, and kind of dive into that. More focused coming out. So, Halloween fan. Yeah, Lisa loves Halloween.
Yeah. There is a good movie about Halloween. It's called Halloween.
That's Halloween, you idiot.
I know they're an 80s metal band. No, there was an 80s movie. It was called, I think, Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat. It was about this guy that died in a fire. And if you played his album backwards, he'd come out of the album and kill you. You know.
That's not real, is it?
Yeah, we'll watch it one day. It's on YouTube for free, so we could probably watch it. Ozzy Osbourne's in it. They kill Ozzy. Ozzy is a priest in this movie, and Gene Simmons like some kind of evangelist as well.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, speaking of bad horror movies, reminded me of See No Evil. Did you see that wrestler Kane got he's the mayor of Knoxville County now?
Yeah.
How crazy!
So there is hope for me. I could probably take over Lorraine.
Oh God, that felt so good.
Yeah, I could probably take over Lorraine.
You could probably definitely take over Lorraine.
All right. They got a nice lake. Few syringes, but it's okay.
A few dozen syringes every couple feet.
I have never actually seen the movie Halloween, so
Next month.
There is a new band out called Greta Van Fleet. Anybody ever heard of them? They're really good.
They're kind of blowing up everywhere.
Yeah, they're probably the best thing to come out of Michigan. Well, ever.
Yeah. It's they sound like Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
And there's like a couple songs that sound like a Rush.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I like them. They're very good.
Yeah, those kids definitely have something going on. They have some skills.
Yeah.
Greta Van Fleet, Zap Dudes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
he's like a little Jewish kid that sounds like Robert Plant. It's weird.
Yeah. And they're brothers, right? Something like that?
Yeah, they're all brothers.
Yeah.
It's like the Partridge Family, I guess.
Yeah, it's he showed me him for the first time. This guy's rock, man. Mothership, yeah, the tribute band.
Yeah, that's probably called a Mothership because that was I think it was their live album. Yeah, that was the O2 Arena thing that they did back in 2008.
Yeah, I think it was a live and a studio album.
Yeah. No, it was a live album. It was all live. It was
I thought they released a Mothership 1 and a Mothership 2. It was
wait,
like some early stuff and some older stuff.
what is Mothership? I'm gonna look it up.
I'm pretty sure Mothership had like early stuff, studio, and then live.
Yeah,
and
I think you might be right. I think it might have been a
it was
compilation.
a Mothership too that had later stuff, studio than live. Oh, I hope I'm right on some Led Zeppelin shit. That'd make me feel so good.
I ain't gonna tell him if he is right.
Internet.
All right, Mothership. It is a compilation. And it starts off with the first 3 albums, 4 albums, and then it kind of branches off into the older albums, which
Yeah, they get the 2-part.
Yeah, it's got all their greatest hits kind of thing, which I beg to differ on some of them.
I think it came out in was it 2008?
Yeah,
like right after I graduated because I bought it.
It's kind of like their radio hits because they have a lot of deep cuts that never get played on the radio. Like you hear Cashmere and Stairway to Heaven and Rock and Roll and Black Dog and All My Love and Full in the Rain. You never hear the good ones like 10 Years Go On and Wearing and Tearing. It was like they're kind of, they try to be punk.
They tried to be everything.
Yeah. Then they went merengue.
Yeah, that deeper cut stuff of Zeppelin is really good.
Yeah. They were a pretty versatile band. So a lot of people thought they ripped off a lot of people, but actually they did put in the credits for every album. So who actually did the songs, and they did them better. Like Willie Dixon, yeah, not a big fan.
Here we go, 30 minutes of Led Zeppelin live stream.
Okay, well I'm done now with Led Zeppelin live stream. Thank you for shopping at Kohl's department store.
La da 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 da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G. Snoop Dogg.
Dude, I was at World Market and I found a good barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
There's a maple and whiskey barbecue sauce.
That's pretty bitchin'.
By the way, that's it. World Market in Avon.
Find someone. Oh, yeah. Everyone in Zeppelin is just, well, I guess everyone in Zeppelin was extremely talented. I mean, there's not one guy who's more talented than the rest. John Paul Jones is ridiculously phenomenal. Jimmy Page is phenomenal.
Supposedly, John Paul Jones, if I'm right, or no, John Bonham was the only one that didn't sign the pact with the devil.
At the crossroads.
This is supposed to be a true urban legend. That's kind of like the Zeppelin curse because I don't know if you guys know about Robert Plant's son dying very early in like the 70s, and which, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever saw the song Everybody's the Same, but you let your kids run around naked in New England, there's probably going to be something bad happen.
Yeah, that just doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I mean, it's cold and rainy there a lot of the time in England. And then I don't know what's up with Stairway to Heaven. You play it backwards. They talk about Satan being in a tool shed. What the hell is he doing in the tool shed?
You're still trying to figure that out.
I am. This guy's like, I'm not afraid of Satan. This guy's always in a tool shed.
I think Zeppelin 4 is my favorite out of all the Zeppelin albums.
Oh, yeah.
I think Zeppelin 4 is definitely my favorite.
I would probably have to say Physical Graffiti.
Physical Graffiti is really good, but
this is not a Led Zeppelin show, so we'll have to bounce off that.
Playing with his Tool.
I like Tool. Tool's a good band.
So Led Zeppelin's playing with his Tool in the shed.
Oh, yeah. Well, Satan, he loves that Tool of his.
Sometimes you got to beat off in a tool shed.
Yeah. You end up with the pick of destiny.
Or a handful of splinters. Crowley's house. There is let me see if I can find it, not to deter you guys from our channel. Are you guys Black Sabbath fans? I'm assuming out there. You guys are Black Sabbath fans. If you guys haven't seen this, I'll put it in the comments here. Just a second. This is the best cover of Changes you will ever hear in your life. It might not let me. Oops. Remove any web address and try again. It's not going to let me do it. Crap, that's stupid. Why can't I put the YouTube web address in? Whenever you guys get a spare chance, not trying to direct you away from me by any means, but check out check out Charles Bradley covering Changes. It is the most soulful, beautiful thing you'll ever see in your life.
You know who I heard a good cover of recently? I was listening to Five Finger Death Punch yesterday, and they do a good cover of Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Blue on Black.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's really good.
They've been throwing out like one new cover a year.
Yeah, they're like the new cover band.
Yeah, they throw out like one solid cover a year.
Yeah, and I usually get drunk and do them a karaoke, so that's kind of fun.
That and Creed.
Oh, we're all
And go YouTube and find Havoc covering Children of the Grave. Nice. I've never really listened to Havoc. I really got to try and get into them. I'm stupid picky on my metal, so that may be a problem for me. But did they just do something with Rob? Oh, I'll listen to that. I love me some Rob Halford.
I really never listened to it.
See, I like. There's a couple of modern thrash bands. Actually, I did listen to Havoc because I think at one point in time you and I were going back and forth, and I had recommended the band Cruel Hand to you, which reminds me of a super young early Metallica.
Okay.
And they're super thrash, punky with some quick solo lead stuff.
So a friend of mine and myself, we got all excited. Come up on Google a couple days ago, and he's a bigger. I'm a fairly big Tool fan, but he's an even bigger Tool fan, and we both saw at the same time apparently that on Google there was a new album come out by Tool, but it wasn't Tool. It was some kind of rap group, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I do like that Amazon will notify you, like if you listen to certain artists on their Amazon Music, they'll notify you when the album comes out.
Yeah, Spotify will do that too because I have Spotify, and they'll do that too. Like the Tea Party pops up every now and again. That's another band I like, Tea Party. They're a good Canadian band that were kind of looked over.
Damn, still hungover this late? Well, Texas. What's the time in Texas? Are you like 2 hours behind? Because it's 11 p.m. here.
Yeah, we got.
Well, closing in on 11.
Yeah.
You got down.
50 minutes till. You beat me today. What the hell? I'm the chugger in the group.
Texas is Central. Okay. Yeah, I'm so full. I've had starting these. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm full.
Yeah, we had a big. We grilled out before this, and then had a few beers there.
Yeah.
So we're pretty full.
Yeah, I think I'm having a stroke right now because my arms just going all funky.
I've been drinking for the last 3 days. Who hasn't? I haven't stopped drinking since I was 21. That might be a problem.
No, it'll all work out in the end.
Yeah, no.
As long as you find the Lord and accept Him as your Savior. No offense to anybody that's really religious out there. I'm just kind of throwing it out there.
Whiskey, beer, and scotch.
Sounds like a George Thorogood song you got going on there.
Father Case. Yeah.
Faith in the Goro.
Let's talk about some whiskey and some scotch. Have you guys had that
I think my favorite whiskey currently is that Jameson Stout Caskmates. I mean, that stuff is really good. Now, I tried Scotch for the first time last year, and it was with Pete, some Trader Joe's stuff, and it was really good. I can't
Wait a
remember the
minute,
name
your
of it.
son? You drinking whiskey with your son?
Sure.
Damn.
That was
starting
Scotch.
early.
Pete Scotch.
Okay. All right. I am not a big whiskey or any kind of spirit drinker. No, I don't drink Jameson.
I love Jameson.
I get kind of mean. I don't know. I'm kind of a mean guy when I'm drinking whiskey. I beat up inanimate objects.
Try humps a refrigerator.
Yeah, last weekend I tried to hump a lawn gnome. It was crazy. Oh yeah, don't tell Joe. It was me.
Joe's probably watching. Seagram 7 and homebrew IPA. Nice.
Oh, my grandfather used to drink Seagrams and 7. He called it. It was he just drink it with he cut it with 7-Up. So
yeah,
he drank
7 and 7.
Yeah, that's how he would drink it. He was old, angry.
Maybe he had the same issue as you. He shouldn't have been drinking whiskey.
Oh no, he was a dick when he was drinking. I hope my mom ain't watching because he'll get all pissed because I'm ripping on my grandfather. What are you gonna do?
My biggest thing is like I don't get angry, but like tequila just puts me in all these crazy mood swings. Like I'll be crying, or I'll be happy, and I'll be laughing, and then I'll be crying.
You give him tequila, he goes on. He goes into his period.
Yeah, I turn into a teenage girl. It's real bad.
Yeah, he's like.
I love rum too. Oh, Sealer Jerry is probably one of my favorite. Kraken's pretty good too.
Kraken is good. Yeah, I do like Kraken. Whiskey's the only thing. Whiskey, and as weird as it sounds, Jägermeister. Kind of. I don't know. It's because it's Jägermeister. It pisses me off, but because I don't like black licorice. But I don't know.
Yeah, I love Jaeger. Like, love Jaeger. But I don't fill that machine up because Jaeger does something to me.
I think it's the deer's blood in it.
But I love Jaeger. This machine's definitely due for a fill up. It's never actually been filled up down here. And it'd be dangerous if it was.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It was actually gifted to me from a friend who also loved Jaeger but couldn't handle it.
Oh yeah.
And he gave it to me, and I never filled it up.
Oh yeah.
I love Jaeger.
Oh yeah.
This thing it comes out ice cold, and there's a tap in front of it. It is beautiful. Dark Jaeger. A lot back in the day. Yeah, I haven't had Jaeger in 2-3 years. That's just, I mean, I was in a cover band from about when I was 21 to probably 26. And that's all I drank. People would buy us shots, and it was just Jaeger, 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 Jaeger. Thanks for joining in. Once again, we appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, thumbs up. If you don't want to, thumbs down. Makes no difference. I just appreciate the activity. He talks about his mom, and she texts him.
Huh.
Chris, I don't think we're going to hit our 12-pack. I think we ate too much food.
Oh no, we'll hit it.
We're 45 minutes in. I guess we only have 2 more beers each.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. Hi, Mom. So, yeah. We've talked about whiskey. We've talked about Led Zeppelin. We've talked a little bit about homebrew. What else? What else do we have going on? We talked a little bit about sports.
Yeah.
Our Cleveland Indians are doing awesome. If
Cleveland
you want to talk about some
Indians
baseball,
are doing good. The Cavs are kind of fucked because Well, LeBron went on his way, so
Yeah, they'll just be in this eternal purgatory of either just making the playoffs and getting knocked off or just missing the playoffs. But you can't knock LeBron James.
he did what he said he was going to do.
He
But,
got us a championship. He just put in for a lot of money and locally for that school. I promise school, and he's doing great things.
Yeah, he
Can't really knock
does
it.
a lot of good stuff for charity. He's a good guy. What is going on here?
I got nothing.
Sorry, I had to change the time. Oh, that was me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just how teams are run. When you have a team run on relies on one or two people, that's how it is. I mean, okay. He's taking a pee break, so it's just me. So now we can talk shit about him because he's going to be gone. Let me scoot in.
I'll be right around the corner.
Yeah, it kind of screws things over, but you get the best. I mean, you could relate the same situation to the Patriots right now with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. I think without either of those two, I don't know. I think Bill Belichick can turn your garbage man into a quarterback, but it's the same situation. You lose either of those guys, you're going to be in some trouble. You know, Tom Brady's you'll have a couple years, and then Bill Belichick picks something up again. Same with I don't know about Golden State Warriors. Those guys kind of have a dynasty. Belichick is key. I mean, speaking of Belichick, if you look at Belichick, when the Browns sold and went to Baltimore, they had a dynasty defense. And the next year they won a Super Bowl. And that Bill Belichick had built that with Nick Saban from Alabama and Ozzie Newsome. And Ozzie Newsome decided to go to Baltimore. Bill Belichick decided not to, and he got screwed. All because of Art Modell. Right here, Art Modell. Thank you. Because that would have been our Super Bowl. But now Belichick hates Cleveland, and what are you going to do? He had a dynasty defense built up, and the Ravens went to multiple playoffs with it and won a Super Bowl with it. So what do you do? Yeah. As a Browns fan, that's what I deal with.
Yep. We need Cower back in Pittsburgh. He would control these showboats.
Modell is seriously one of the worst words you can say around here. Yeah, I hate Modell.
Oh no. I just kind of went outside real quick and popped back in.
That was a fast walk.
Huh. Well, it happens.
Yeah, no, Modell's pretty bad around here. What else? Gardens? Anyone do gardening? Didn't he clear out in the middle of the night? Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what happened. It was kind of a tricky situation. Modell, being a millionaire, wanted the city of Cleveland to pay most of the stadium, and then the city was like, "No, you got to help us." And he wasn't having it. He wanted the city to pay pretty much all of it, and not a penny come out of his pocket. And like, nope. And he's like, "Okay, see you later."
So he went to Baltimore.
So we went to Baltimore.
Who the hell goes to Baltimore? I don't even go to Baltimore. I've been there. It's not a fun place. Just saying.
Just saying.
Unless you live there, I'm sorry.
Well, you have two AFC North guys right here.
Yeah.
Both hate the Ravens.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Ravens kind of took over for the Browns, the Steelers Browns rivalry.
I don't know. I think the Browns are on the way back up. But me as an optimistic Browns fan, I always think that. But I think right now it's looking really good.
Yeah. Bob Kraft should just stick to macaroni and cheese. I as a diehard Steelers fan, I'm from Pittsburgh. It's my hometown. I have a very bad taste in my mouth from New England, so
Not the same craft, right?
actually, I mean, their macaroni and cheese is good, but I would prefer Velveeta.
Dang, you would. Speaking of bandwagon Steelers fans, in Ohio there is an ass load of bandwagon Steelers.
Oh
fans.
yeah, and I hate Ohio Steelers fans
An ass load
because they give a bad name to us Steelers fans. Not all of us will rub it in your face that we've got 6 Super Bowl rings, and
got 8 championships.
I just threw that in there just to be funny.
We have 8 championships. I mean, they don't count as Super Bowls,
but
championships.
But if you ask somebody from Ohio who is a Steelers fan about anything about the team's history, they have no idea. Like if you say, "Well, then who won them? Who won them all the Super Bowls?" Which was like, the dynasty back in the 70s and up until 1980, which was like Terry Bradshaw, Mel Blount was on that team, Franco Harris, Mean Joe Green, Jack Lambert, Rocky Blyer, Lynn Swann, John Stallworth. If you ask Chuck Noll, if you ask any of these people anything about any of those players or whatnot, they have no idea. They just say, "Well, we got 6 Super Bowl rings." I was like, "Yeah, well, that again is probably Art Modell's fault because these guys are probably diehard Browns fans, and then Art Modell went and fucked them, and then they jumped on our bandwagon, which makes us look bad."
Thank you.
We don't want
I'm
them.
still here.
We should do a sports cast.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not that knowledgeable about sports. I remember the days back when.
Oh, I remember those days too. Yeah, we had the '80s. The Steelers had the '80s where we had Bubby Ball, Bubby Brister, and we had Mark McGuire, or not Mark McGuire.
Mark McGuire.
What the hell
he was a Cardinals baseball player.
No, what the hell was his name?
We were the cardiac
Mark
kids
Malone.
back in the 80s. Pull them out, all in or all out at the very end. It was just clinchers. Give you a heart attack.
We had we had
Ernest Biner and Metcalf up the middle. It was like you could call every play. It was like Metcalf up the middle. Next play, Metcalf up the middle.
I still like playing Tecmo Bowl with Bo Jackson. Oakland Raiders. That fucker was the fastest motherfucker on that game.
Yeah, you couldn't tackle him in Tecmo Bowl.
No, him or Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice was a beast too.
Yeah. But the Browns have some pretty solid history, and I'm pretty cool with that. I mean, we got Jim Brown, the greatest running back of all time. You can't touch that. And then you have Paul Brown, who, if it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be headsets inside of. I mean, he was an innovator of many things, but headsets inside of a quarterback's helmet as well.
Well, we have a great running back in the making if he wasn't a bitch.
Le'Veon Bell is leaving, and I will bet money right now he will be a Dolphin next year.
Yeah, all the Steelers seem to go to the Dolphins. We had Mike Wallace went to the Dolphins.
No, he'll go to the Dolphins, and he'll make an assload of money, and he'll kill. And the Dolphins will have Ryan Tannehill, and they'll still do really good because Le'Veon Bell is the best running back ever right now. Well, right now, he's the best running back. I can talk about football all night. I love football.
Perkins School for the Blind. Were you in Sandusky?
Perkins Sandusky.
Yeah.
Danny Amendola is a Dolphin out. Yeah. You guys just signed Eric Decker, and next week the Pats assigned someone from the garbage truck line, and he'll be an all-pro wide receiver.
I'm joking. So he must be Rat Bastard just joined us. He must be from Pittsburgh because not a lot of people outside of Pittsburgh know who the hell Don Jokin even is.
All right.
We had. I used to like listen to Steelers whenever Neil O'Donnell, or not Neil O'Donnell, Myron Cope used to be a radio announcer. I don't know if you go on YouTube and look this guy up. This guy was a crazy motherfucker. He's always drunk, and he would just come out of the left field with all these weird sayings. Like it'd be like double yoy and yoy. He's like, he's what gives Pittsburgh people a bad name because he's got the horrible Pittsburgh accents. He'd be like, "Hey, you guys going down, going to pants and that, yeah."
Worse than Pittsburgh did.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah.
jeez, this beers get me so full and gassy.
Dude,
I'm like, it's like sitting here. There's like, I feel pregnant. Yeah. See, here in Ohio, we have the Columbus Blue Jackets, and we kind of follow them, but we're not. We're in Northeast Ohio, so we don't really get all the channels to see all the hockey games.
There is no comparison
To the Penguins.
No, yeah. Lisa just asked about how Pittsburgh fans compared to Philly fans. First of all, we don't have to grease the light poles because these assholes will climb the fucking poles. And our players don't dress up like genies. Yeah, they're pretty rough. Anybody that destroys their city after a win, other than the Browns, is kind of an idiot. Because
you better bet we get 2 wins. We're destroying that city this year. 2 wins.
If you go 8-8, you're destroying the city.
I would be a playoff team, at least wild card.
I would love to see the Browns and the Steelers in the AFC Championship game. That would be awesome. They just destroy stuff. They're just. I have a friend of mine that is a big Philly fan, and he even says, he's like, yeah, they're psycho.
Oh, I can't stop sneezing. Thank you.
That's it.
That's it. I feel like I would love to go see the city of Philly and all the landmarks.
I would love to go there for cheesesteak.
But I feel like anything outside of that's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. But I've never been there, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I would like to go to that bar, Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
if it actually is a real bar,
I would not want to go there. I feel like I'd get raped or pillaged.
It's been a while, so hey, if I get raped, I get raped. No big deal. It'd be like, yep, the sisters had their way with Andy Dufresne.
Andy Dufresne.
They'd be screaming fish. It'd be horrible.
The only man to crawl through a pile of shit, a mile of shit, come out scot clean.
Oh God, I love Morgan Freeman.
I haven't seen Shawshank Redemption in so long.
We should do movie reviews. What do you guys think about us doing movie reviews?
We're not going to do movie reviews, but we are going to do a collaboration with Brew and Review. So we will have one movie review / beer review. I'm a gardening and beer channel. I'm not sure movie reviews makes too much sense.
We'll branch off.
Yeah, dude. When I first started this channel, I wanted to do home brewing and like 16-bit, 8-bit gaming. So I wanted to start out doing. I was going to break into it and still do the gardening stuff, but my break-in was going to be playing Harvest Moon, the original. I'm doing a playthrough on that.
What, Yo?
No, the fucking game, you idiot.
Oh, I like that
Um,
song. That's a good song.
Yeah, that's mine and my wife's wedding song.
I bet.
I love Super Nintendo, which is 16-bit. But I mean, we played the hell out of Tecmo Bowl a couple years
Oh
ago.
yeah, until somebody stole it. You know who you are. So if we
You
find
return
out,
that shit.
you return that shit, Candace Kane.
Oh, that's awesome. Commodore 64. Yeah, I would say my all-time favorite video game is I played a lot of Super Nintendo growing up, like an absolute ton. And any Metroid Prime is like, so Super Metroid is like the best game to me ever.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys ever played many video games or anything like that, but
I would have to say E.T. from the Atari.
no, you're an idiot. I will punch you right in the kidneys.
Did you watch that movie?
The movie?
The documentary about the
You fall in a pit hole and you can't get out. What do you? It's like within the first 5 minutes of the game.
No. It's about the E.T. game was buried in a landfill in Mexico.
Hundreds of thousands of them.
Yeah, no, that's why I said that.
Yeah, they buried all of them. In the ET game, you would go and go and go, and then you'd fall in a pit hole, and you couldn't get out because back in the day they wouldn't play test games.
Oh, Ghosts and Goblins, I agree with.
That's a hard game. Galaga's a great game too. Ghosts and Goblins is a hard game.
That was one of my favorites. I beat that like so many times.
And that's another thing that I
Castlevania.
Really appreciate about the older games.
They're harder.
They're harder, and it's like, here you go. Here's this game. Figure out how to play it. That's it. There's no like modern day gaming. It's like, you need to head toward this city.
Yeah, you can go online and figure out how to beat the shit.
The original Zelda game, you could if you're good, I guess you can go to the very last dungeon. You don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through all the dungeons and all the temples. You can go straight from the beginning to the very end. You're probably going to die, but you can go straight from the beginning to the very end. Well, now modern gaming has, they block it off. And I really love the old games for that because they were hard and you had to think and you had to process all this information. And now they've dulled it all down.
Yeah, like, I think I always had trouble with Castlevania 2. Because that was a bitch because it was like the what's a good comparison? It was like the Friday the 13th 5 of the Nintendo video games because it had really nothing to do with anything other than the fact that all these Belmonts were like, going around killing vampire and all this and that,
Galaga was getting to the third cocktail. Yeah, it's just about every game. Once you get start drinking and you get that slight buzz, there's a fine line. Sorry, my nose is running. I don't have any tissues. There's a fine line between being really good and just completely bad.
Yeah.
Zelda was fun for the first Nintendo. Yeah, the first one was awesome. The second one was weird when they threw in that side scroller. And then you get onto the Super Nintendo and you have a Link to the Past, and that's a great game. And then moving to the 64, that was the best Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Another game I liked for the N64 was Conker's Bad Fur Day. I don't know if you guys have ever played this game. It was like the first adult-themed video game.
It was one of the first mature-rated games.
It was the first mature-rated video game.
But it was a cartoon character that
swore
and stuff. So it looked like it was aimed toward kids. So all these parents were buying it, not realizing what it is. You're getting this squirrel that's swearing and shooting people up.
Yeah,
that was a good game.
Leisure Suit Larry. That was another one. Yeah, that was a good one.
I'm not sure I ever played much Leisure Suit Larry. I was also tired. My bedtime was an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, I hear you. I slept for 2 hours today.
Zombies Ate My Neighbors. You guys ever play that?
Yeah.
That's a classic. 2 kids running around with squirt guns and stuff.
Yeah.
What else? F-Zero, Mario Kart.
The Nightmare on Elm Street Nintendo game, the Friday the 13th Nintendo game.
Mule. Back in the day.
Mule.
Not sure I know what that is.
I'm not sure. What's the
Asteroids, Space Invaders, Pac-Mans, and the classic Donkey Kong. Yeah, the Donkey Kong where you had to climb up the ladders and then you'd roll the barrels in your Mario. Actually, my son yesterday got a Mario in a Happy Meal. So today we had to watch the original 80s Mario live action / cartoon series, and he was obsessed. Oh, that's rad.
Okay.
So my son right now is obsessed with Mario, which is super cool with me.
Some of these old games, I don't know. You guys either, I don't know if you're that old,
He's old.
but you've been watching a lot of Stranger Things, I think. There's a lot of 80s references.
53.
Holy cow. You're 102.
God damn.
Holy cow. That's
Still drinking it, and he's 102.
that's beer. It's,
I'll drink to that.
it's like the fountain of youth.
Got to play mule if you want to live to 102.
Yeah, well, you just got to drink heavily. And I'm not sure where you're from, rat bastard there, but if you seem like you might know Pittsburgh, so go to the O and get some fries.
Well,
Or Permanis, you know.
I'm not going to drink another one. I got to get up.
I'll do both.
Well, I have to get up in about 5 hours with my kids. So, Columbus, Ohio, Mount Lebanon, PA, and Columbus. So he's from both areas.
Okay. Yeah, I've been to Mount Lebanon. You know I'm thinking of Mount Washington. I'm thinking of the incline is what I was thinking of. I will take over for him, and I will finish his beer as well as mine.
Yeah.
Because I have a drinking problem, and
I'm going to bed in 10 minutes. I have to wake up at 6 o'clock with 2 toddlers.
Yeah.
That's the worst and the best part about being a dad. You control yourself. Yeah, you too, Brian. Thanks for hopping in. I appreciate it. Always good talking. I'll have to do a live brew day soon where everyone can hop in and just do a hangout. Is the new live YouTube, can you still do hangouts like that? I don't know. I'm not sure because this is way different than what it used to be. Yeah, Dio would definitely know. No, not drunken one.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, on that note, what about live streams, Dio? Can you still do them on the Hangout, like the Google Hangout? Because this new setup has completely thrown me off. Yeah, I posted up on my Instagram. If you're hip to that, it's /8BitChicken. I want to do more of these, but soon we'll get back to the flow of it in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Summer, it's just so nice out on the weekends. It's hard to sit in a basement.
Well, both of our schedules are very hectic. He's got kids, and I've got 2 jobs. So.
Oh, cool! You do it through Hangouts.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I got 2 kids, and my wife's due in 21 days.
Yeah.
So I have another kid coming.
But if you guys want to vote on it, we'll do a live vasectomy on.
No. We will not do a live vasectomy. We will not.
Give it time. It'll sink in. But yeah, we'll do it. Don't worry about it.
It's happening either way, but it won't be live.
I will be performing this live vasectomy.
Also, it's still not happening. He's not performing a vasectomy on me. No. Nuh-uh. I wouldn't have anything left.
Well, I'm just gonna snip the Vaz. It's just like a little piece of spaghetti. Boom, done. It's over.
On that note, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for joining in, and stay tuned for more Ship Your Sundays. And if you're not familiar, I do a live video every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a garden walkthrough. Thanks for hanging out. Lisa, Rat Bastard, Rex, Dio, Thrash, and I don't think I missed anyone that didn't comment. Cheers, guys. Appreciate it.
Have a nice day.